Silver's been languishing a bit. What's your take?
Yeah, if we have the inflation that you and I think is coming, everything will go up, including the metals. That's what you have to do is separate the inflation from the cost of the metals. You know, when they said they're going to abolish the word transitory when it comes to inflation, that can be for one or two reasons. Let's see.
Hey, Tim, how are you?
I'm not sure. It's been very, very busy, and it's getting colder now.
Yes, it is getting colder.
And you and I both know how bad it can get here in the winter.
It's true. It's true. But it's great to live in New Hampshire. Live for your die state.
Yeah.
Love our seasons.
Yeah.
We love some of the freedoms that we've traditionally had here, right?
That's true. That's true.
It's a good state. So don't go moving anywhere on me, all right?
They are trying to take our freedoms away here as well, though.
Oh, absolutely. I know. Everywhere. It's a big battle.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for this smash and grab people. Got a whole bunch of guns and lots of ammo here.
Well, no, that's a good question because a lot of people are asking, Tim, why does the cupboard seem to be bare all the time?
Everything that was in there yesterday pretty much sold out.
But you don't display like maybe you would have 20 years ago, right?
I always put a limited amount of gold in the trays. There's another tube of gold in there that I'm holding for another customer, but
okay.
I don't put everything out. And we've never had any trouble here. But if they come in here, I'll just say, can you please raise that crowbar over your head? Why? So I can shoot your ass. You can edit that out.
I'm not editing that out, man. But also, I got to ask, this has been traditionally a spot for numismatics in the past, right?
Yeah, that's, I used to put it away every night and take it out every morning, but even my most avid coin collectors are buying gold and silver.
Interesting.
They're intelligent people.
Well, it's a question that people raise sometimes in my comments saying, hey, Yankee, why aren't you buying numismatics? That's where the real action is. That's where you can really make money.
Keep in mind, we've been to around $50 in silver twice. And the last time in 2011, what was coming in was unbelievable, but at that price, and it went up to $49.50. Most of our buying probably between 42 and 45, because it was kind of panic selling. Everybody wanted to sell. There were a few people buying, but not many. But the key was that everything was the same. If it was an ounce of silver, it was an ounce of silver. They didn't care if it was American Eagles or Buffaloes or bars. Or certified coins, everything became the same.
What about collectibles, though? What about like
a
rare Morgan?
Oh, Morgan dollars would go for whatever the silver price was for Morgan dollars. 77% of whatever the price is.
You see far less coin collecting, right?
Yeah, it's mostly the outrageous demand for silver and gold. That's what it is primarily. People call me and ask if I have any U.S. gold, the pre-1933 gold. Hardest thing to keep in stock. Doesn't come in at all. So people who have it are holding on to that for a good reason.
So give me a one-word answer on this question.
Okay.
Should you collect or stack?
I would say stack. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you asked me a question during one of our online sessions. My opinion of certifying coins.
I did.
Okay. And my answer was the same then as it is now. It's essential for rare coins. Essential to have it certified. It's a waste of your money for bullion. It doesn't have American Eagles, Maple Leafs, Philharmonics, Britannias.
Don't waste your money.
Don't waste your money. Bullion coins are bullion coins. And when the price of silver goes up, everything would be the same.
Wow.
Whether or not you spent $20 to have it certified.
All right. I got another question to ask you from one of my members. It was a really good one. I had a one-on-one session with him. He said, Yankee, ask Tim this question. But before I do, I want to buy a tube of maples. Do you still have them?
I still don't. I have 2 left.
2? Oh, I came at the right time, man.
2022s are out.
The 2022s.
Yeah, I have an order for 100 pieces. I may double that if they're well, they're all the same.
Would they be all the same price, 2022 or 2021?
It should be the same price.
Okay. All right. Well, I have just a few more tubes to go before my monster box. The empty one that you gave me, by the way, is
That's
full.
That's why I gave you one, because I knew you'd fill it up.
See, it was a setup, wasn't it?
It was a setup.
Okay. Let me ask you the second question. If silver were to reach $50 an ounce, which you mentioned it did, would you still stack? He asked me that, and I gave him my answer.
On the way up, yeah.
On the way up. Well, when it hit 50
Well,
or 100, when do you stop stacking? When do you say, whoa?
Until the suppression of silver stops, and that'll be with a few shorts work out very badly, and silver seeks its own level. The premiums will start to diminish some. You're going to have to go over 30, excuse me, go over 30 or around 40 for that to happen. But the premiums will go away.
But I told him it depends. What could I get in a bank with deposits or a CD or even a treasury when the government stops spending like drunken sailors, when we return to sound money, when we reduce our national debt, when we act responsibly? Then I would consider stopping my stacking. $50, $100, wherever that is. But to me, that's just a number of dollars per ounce. It doesn't tell me what the value, the true value. It just tells me the price, not the value. What does a Subway sandwich cost when silver is $50 an ounce?
We have the inflation that you and I think is coming. Everything will go up, including the metals. That's what you have to do is separate the inflation from the cost of the metals. The other thing is you mentioned investing your money in a savings account or a CD or something like that. The only thing that pays a better interest rate than the banks is a good dividend paying stock. That is the only thing. And you're messing with the bond market is kind of a waste of time. U.S. Treasuries are kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to interest.
There's that fly again.
I know.
Every time I come in here, there's a fly.
The weirdest fly, too, because it flies around like a fruit fly, which means if you see it in front of you, you can get rid of it very quickly. But it's still here.
Okay, so it doesn't show up when I show up.
I think it does. Yeah, that could be. I didn't think about that. It's probably to have more.
It's like a theme running through all my videos now when I'm talking with you. There's a little fly that goes by.
Somebody yesterday told me they thought it was one of those, micro drones.
Oh, no.
They have a little camera on it that's keeping track of us.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying. Go with the dividend stock if you want to have that stream of
If you're looking for
income.
interest,
Right.
Invest in a good dividend-paying stock.
I get you. The point I was trying to make is, what are the underlying macroeconomic realities at that point? Are we more fiscally sound? Have we turned the corner and started paying down our debt? Have we really gone back to the basics? Then I would look at my stacking in a different light. Right now, I don't see that ever happening ever again. It's not politically expedient. No one's going to do that. So that's why it doesn't matter. If it's $50 or $100, I'm still going to buy silver and gold.
According to Janet Yellen, when the definition of a high income tax cheat is $600, you know where they're headed. You need to start putting your money in places that are safe. I would say if you had a chunk of money that you just want to put away and forget about, that's where gold comes in. If you're looking for something that might become barter in the future, that's where silver comes in. Silver and gold will always be recognized. And I've had people call me and say, what happens if the government declares gold worthless? You're going to have a lot of cooperation from other governments for that to happen.
Central banks buy into gold. They just don't want to promote it. They like to. It's one of the things that they stack. They just don't want anybody else to stack.
That is true. That is true. There's still a fair amount of gold out there, but the dark horse that people we don't know about are the Chinese and how much gold they actually have. It could be considerable, but the way that Chinese are going, they'll have it all when in the end.
Great. Do you ever see palladium or platinum or rhodium ever seen as a monetary metal?
Rhodium, definitely not. I mean, the only use I can see for rhodium is to plate gold and call it white gold. Palladium, yes, because it's very useful metal. It can absorb 900 times its own weight in hydrogen. So, I mean, that's why they started using it in catalytic converters.
But that's more industrial. I was saying from a monetary metal.
Well, since the price of platinum and palladium is probably controlled by people outside this country, specifically Russia, I would hope not.
I would hope not too. I don't think it will. What do we have in here?
I'm not sure where these 10-ounce bars come from. I put everything on the verifier to make sure they're genuine. The eagle looks like an older Sunshine Eagle, but I don't think they come from Sunshine. These are highly mint.
Those are popular now.
The buffaloes are very popular. The Asahi comes from the old Johnson Matthey mint, and we have some others from Highland Mint.
Got the 1.5 ounce.
The Canadian part of their wildlife program. That's 1.5 ounce polar bear from was it 2013 or 15 or something?
Whoa! And then you've got some smaller 1 ounce bars. Medium maples. A couple silver buffalo rounds. You gotta have more in there though, right?
Oh, more of everything, yeah.
Okay.
I picked
That's
up, you
cool.
can see the hundreds of ounces of silver in there. And the priority mailbox, which belongs to somebody, is blocking more silver.
Very cool. Oh, man.
And I got picked up a lot of gold, but that's probably already, 12 ounces there, that's all sold. So, I'm tempted to put it in the case, but if it's already spoken for, and, even if I haven't received the money for it yet, I put it in the safe and leave it there. And then get in the car and go get more.
Oh, well, you're going to have to go get more Canadian maple leaves. This one's mine. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, we had to raise the price on it today, though.
Why? Because of me?
Yeah, because I knew you were coming in.
Silver's been languishing a bit. What's your take? Do you think we should just all be patient, use this as a buying opportunity because we know where it's going?
It's a good buying opportunity. And, when they said they're going to abolish the word transitory when it comes to inflation, that can be for one or two reasons. Let's see. Maybe it's not transitory.
What's the other reason?
I guess the word must be, the woke crowd doesn't like the word because it's too close to another word that begins with trans.
Thanks so much. Have a good one.
Thank you, too.